Hello, everyone. Welcome to our episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I am Chris, and as always, joined by Nick Slade.
I believe.
Yes. And on today's episode, we are checking a look at our predictions for Revolution 2025. Yeah, it's been a while. The last AEW pay-per-view we saw was World's End. The last AEW affiliated pay-per-view we saw was Wrestle Dynasty, which there's not much to talk about on there. Um, I mean, check out the Omega Kid match. That was it's already an early contender for match of the year. Um, yeah, but there's stuff that's happened and stuff that we're looking into is skeptical on a couple matches, but looking forward to. What do you think before we get started? What do you think about this card so far?
There's some matches that I think will be really good and I'm looking forward to. Other matches I think will be good, but the storyline's not great. And then some like why? Well, what's the
Hmm.
point?
So
It's a
first,
mixed bag.
yeah, so the road so far. So it's been a while since we talked, but I've kept it limited to Wrestle Dynasty, just up to just before Wrestle Dynasty, and I filter out a lot of stuff. So I was just recording. Malachi Black, Miro, Maria Kanellis, and Reef Phoenix are officially all free agents,
Woo.
based on Conjure Inspired. Miro's first match post AEW was against Alberto El Patron.
Was that in AAA?
No, it was a Qatar wrestling pay-per-view event. I'm assuming AAA. But yeah, so should expecting Phoenix within the coming weeks. Malachi Black, who knows? Miro, see what
You
I
know
just
what?
said about Malachi Black.
I have mixed feelings about Ray Phoenix because as much as I love the Lucha Brothers, I'm enjoying Penta's solo run.
Hmm.
So
We'll
I don't
see.
know. Can you separate them at first, like, and then bring them together later on?
We'll see what happens. Danhausen came back recently as well.
Very nice,
Um,
very evil.
yeah, I think it was during a Ring of Honor event or a Ring of Honor taping or something, but he came back. Cool. Um, the Grand Slam Australia controversy, where like first off, Tony Khan getting booed at it because like they were promised a stadium and then they got downgraded to an arena.
and
Like
as and they were promised a paper. They had to literally give them another show to make it for not being a pay per view.
yeah, and that was that Ring of
Global,
Honor special. I forgot what was it
Global
called?
Wars.
Global Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, there's positive stuff coming and stuff like that. Oh, the ring. They hit apparently the ring they brought to Australia sucked.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like smaller than usual.
I think so.
I think that was the thing.
Um, oh,
Drop
crap. Oh,
markers.
one thing we didn't bring up is now they're finally started teasing the arrival of Speedball Mike Bailey to AEW. Now they're finally doing it. It's just like, great. You could have done it sooner, but yeah, great. Great.
I just
Uh,
don't see him going anywhere in AEW.
Health update on Eddie Kingston. Right now, he is still recovering from his surgery and he's going to physical therapy. But another thing he's running into is like his mental health as well. So like he's going through that as well. So it's taking him a while longer than anticipated to return. But I wish him the best. Honestly, he's like still one of my favorites from AEW, and like I wish him a safe and speedy return because like it's gonna be a hell of a pop when he finally comes back.
You start hitting the gym.
Yeah. So,
Come back ripped.
Soraya's contract is up for AEW this year, and she says she is open to returning to AEW.
They haven't
WWE.
done anything with her.
WWE, sorry. Open to returning to WWE.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
because
sorry.
AEW did nothing with her. They gave her a big title win. They had her almost immediately lose it, and they've done nothing with her. Absolute waste of time.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Look, if Paige comes back, like, please let it be her original theme. It's still one of my favorite like NXT themes. Entrance themes was her theme.
It would be crazy if we got Paige and AJ Lee back.
We live in strange times. See John Cena turning fucking heel, which, by
I
the
know,
way,
right?
I found out he now officially holds the Guinness Book World Record for longest face run in WWE history.
Face from
Well,
before a heel turn. I think that's how it goes.
over 21 years as a babyface.
Jesus. Like you said, he was supposed to do it in 2012. And the thing is, there were a couple instances where he was clearly was a heel, but they didn't call it. Remember when he cheated? When he Zack Ryder, he screwed him over by making out with his girlfriend. Oh, remember when he made Rey Mysterio, who just won a tournament to win WWE title, and made him defend that same night? Oh yeah,
No,
oh nice
no,
guy, John Cena.
Matt Cardona, when of course the heel turn happened, he went, I told
Yeah,
you all.
I told you all. It's like, why? How is Cena a face in either of those scenarios? That
I
never
think
made
one of
sense.
my favorites was Natalia going, look, I was part of that man's life on Total Divas. Trust me, I knew. Like
Oh
she
yeah, like
basically
how
said something like that.
I've seen the clips before, but like he's when they're living in his house and he was like an authoritarian about it.
Josh, the biggest shocker, which I think biggest signing shocker, is Josh Alexander will be signing with AEW.
Uh,
I don't know how to feel about that. Well, given your track record and our track record with AEW stars, well, stars coming from a different promotion to AEW, I'm not confident he's gonna last.
I'm predicting a big surprise debut, a 2 week push, a title match that he will lose, and then he'll disappear.
Yes.
That's,
I wish him the best. I really do. I think the man is absolutely amazing.
yeah, he's
One,
absolutely fantastic.
yeah, one of the best technical wrestlers in the game still. Like, but come on, let's be honest. We want to see that North reunion. We
Yeah,
so
that would have
want to
been
see that
awesome.
North reunion so badly. And
Let's
honestly, I
Ethan
think,
Page.
in my opinion, this is one of those few times where I think I would have said, I think I would prefer them sign with WWE. Like, I think they would have used him better, implemented him better.
Yeah, I would like to see the North have a tag run and they have the NXT tag titles because Ethan Page is apparently sticking around as NXT for a little bit. That's
Could you?
I'm
Okay,
enjoying his more ruthless Ethan Page.
yeah. Could you imagine him join American Made? Like, like he may bleed red and white, but he bleeds the red, white, and blue.
I would like to see Josh Alexander versus Chad Gable in a battle of the ankle locks,
That would be dope. But no,
but he's
to
going to be.
AEW he goes.
We'll see what they do anything with him.
Double or Nothing for the first time since it started will be going out of Vegas to Arizona. Gee,
Mhm.
I wonder what big promotion is having an event like the month of before, like just to be on the
Vegas.
safes. Yeah, no. Vegas probably went, nah, we're
Yeah,
good.
we got WrestleMania. We got the real big show.
They're in that Scrooge McDuck bank full of money that they sent their way, and they're like, yeah, we're good.
We're good.
We got one more segment. We can go a whole year
I
without that
mean,
one.
Arizona's nice,
Yeah.
but
Um.
I yeah, I
So
never liked pay per views only being in one location, anyways. God, remember those years when SummerSlam was in freaking LA for like 10 was that 10 years?
yeah.
Jesus. And then it was in what was it? What was it next for like 5 years? Was it Brooklyn? Yeah, it was in Brooklyn for 5 years.
No, I think it was only like 2 to 3.
It felt like I think
You
yeah,
can check. Well, all right, Leo.
it was
Um,
a while.
health update on Bryan Danielson, my favorite wrestler of all time. He has forgone doing surgery and going the Rey Mysterio route and doing stem cell treatment for his injury. So no timetable yet on his return. Still, wishing the best. And this one I wanted to bring up because this one got my eyebrow raised because we've been talking about them possibly doing this. Pitches in creative have been made for merging the Continental and the International Championships.
Oh, you mean the thing I've been saying for over a year?
There's
The
been
thing
pitches. No, not that. Not just that. Remember what I told you? Well, slight spoiler for who I think is going to probably win the
Oh yeah.
that title is like
Back when I said like when Omega confronted Okada, I was like, yeah, Omega's gonna win the international title and then face Okada for the Continental title and merge them.
at all in Texas.
Yeah.
Um,
Like because the
yeah.
Continental title is pointless, it's always been pointless.
So I think they're just going to call it for now on. Part of me wants them to call it the Intercontinental
Intercon-
title.
no, just call
Part of me wants that.
Intercontinental title. Just call it international, just get rid of the Continental title. And if you want to keep the Continental Classic, just make it like the G1 and it says the winner gets a world title shot.
Ooh, you can just call it the AEW National Championship. That's not a bad name.
How about no more? They don't need three mid card titles. Technically five counting Ring of Honor.
Look. If they're merging it together, I say they call them they call it the AEW National Championship.
Isn't national a downgrade from international?
Do you want them merged or not?
I want them merged. You just keep calling it the international title.
But see, that's your monkey's paw though. Merging the titles, but they have to be. It has to be called the merged title has to be called the
Or
National
that goes back to
Championship.
being called the American title.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to MGF stuff because he nearly set a man on fire tonight. Tried to set a man on fire tonight. So, excuse me. So first up on the docket for the Continental Championship, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, defends against the one third of the Hounds of Hell, Brody King. I still have to get used to their entrance because I'm so used to hearing all
Oh,
hail the king.
we're not going to talk about the pre-show match.
Nope. Remember, we're not doing pre-show anymore.
Yeah,
Like we're not
but I
doing
want to talk about how they're completely wasting John Morrison and Orange Cassidy
and MXM.
and MXM.
These are better.
Uh, I'm just saying particularly those two. But God, say, does Tony Khan just really like this big boom guy? Like, I don't
Dude,
think
yeah,
it's
no
me.
shit. He's brought in a lot of views for them. So like,
Oh God.
anyways, moving on. So this match apparently got started on Collision last week or the week before. I'll be honest, I haven't watched Collision. Basically, like Okada attacked Brody King when he was looking after another wrestler in the middle of the ring, gave him the middle finger, and that's where this match started.
Yeah, it kind of also goes back to Grand Slam when Okada beat uh what's Buddy Murphy called now?
Buddy
Buddy
Matthews.
Matthews. Buddy Matthews. Sorry, I had a blank for a second. Yeah, so he'd be his tag partner there. So it does a kind of continuation of that.
Yeah.
We're keeping Okada busy till All In, apparently.
Oh yeah, this train rolling into. I think is he reaching a year as Continental Champion, or
Uh,
has he already reached a year?
he won it March 20th. It'll be a year.
March 20th.
So he's gonna
Uh,
hold it over a year. He's gonna hold all the way to All In.
yeah, if the reports are true. Yeah. Okada retains. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good match. You don't normally see him like Okada doesn't really have him versus big guy matches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even New Japan. New Japan was like once in a while he'll take on like Great O'Connor or like Jeff Cobb or some shit.
Or
But
E.
like well no, I'm talking big bone dudes. But like so like he does good against them. So it'll be interesting to see how he does against Brody King. We got a sample of that tonight. He was in a tag match with it was Okada and Ricochet versus Brody and
Oh,
Swerve.
real quick, speaking of evil, freaking Io Sky won the world title. What the fuck? That was surprising. Like a nice surprise.
Oh yeah. You can probably bring that up considering we're not gonna be talking about WWE until like
That's why I kind of am gonna slip some of these in because it's gonna be a while.
but no, yeah, I'm happy. I'm shocked, but the report
I
is
was
instead of
shocked.
but
Yeah.
the report is they're making a triple threat. It'll be Bianca, Rhea, and Io at Mania.
Man, they really don't want to do Jade EO at WrestleMania.
No, they're probably gonna do Jay Naomi at WrestleMania.
That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, that's what I've been saying. Anyways, moving on. We'll be on WWE forever if we stay on that. Um, so next up in a steel cage rubber match, technically, it is Will Ospreay taking on Kyle Fletcher. This is finally wrapping up the feud that's been going on for a while between Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, but now it is in a steel cage. I guess the only thing that happened tonight at AEW Dynamite, which was that they beat the shell Ospreay. It does look like a Mark Davis definitely is being hesitant about joining the Don Callis family, so that may play a factor. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Ospreay winning.
Yeah, I think Osprey's winning it. I think they're trying to move on from this feud.
I
Uh,
think we're building up to Ospreay's world champion by the end of the year.
I originally assumed it was going to lead to Osprey to catch up, but if Oh, they're gonna do this whole thing with a Meg. I guess you could still do that as a non-title match
Hmm.
because I guess it's a sport who I think is gonna win the international title match. Um, I guess we'll have to see. I can see Osprey being world champion this year. Yeah, I can see that.
All right, it's gonna be a banger match. Excuse me. It's gonna be a banger match overall, honestly.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about matches that are sure to be like death defying. MJF taking on Hangman Adam Page.
man, this feud's been on fire lately.
Hell yeah, both literally and almost both figuratively and almost literally.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, this is basically started where like Hangman has just gotten MJF's ways to a point now where like this feud has begun. They had a hell of a promo a couple weeks ago on Dynamite. Basically, like I'm the bad guy, yet you're the one that beat the shit out and nearly killed your mentor. You burnt down a man's family home, and I'm the bad guy. Like I'm the bad guy. And that's where it jumped off from there, back and forth between the two altercations, to where uh, now MJF's wearing a shirt that says MJF has done nothing wrong. Um, yeah, and tonight he knocked him out with a heat seeker, and Dan was about to light him on fire, Hangman on fire. Then security and backstage producers stopped him. They literally carried him out of the ring. It was
I
funny.
love how Hangman has become such a justified heel. He's just now a face again.
Oh no, no. That's what I forgot to bring up. In that group promo I have a few weeks ago, basically that turned Hangman back into a face.
Hmm.
Because he defended Chris Daniels, which has become a part of this story.
Yeah.
Um, so it'll be interesting. Oh, the biggest botch in the world. So last week on Dynamite, MJF supposedly beat the shell of Chris Daniels backstage. Apparently, somebody cut to Chris Daniels couple seconds too soon because you see with a razor in between his hands him punching himself in the noggin for a split second. Yeah, yeah. That botch was caught on air.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Someone's getting fired.
So who do you think's winning this? Because like it could go either way. It depends on who they want to have the momentum with the most. Like
Yeah,
MJF is still wanting to get back into that world title picture. Hangman is just like being like one of the best versions of him we've seen at AEW.
you
Um,
know, we're talking about like who's gonna beat Moxley, and we kind of think it should be an AEW original. And
mm,
people say Darby Allin. I would like Orange Cassidy, but you know what? Who would make a lot of sense?
mm.
Hangman Adam Page, because
Uh,
he is technically kind of like unoriginal, even though he predates AEW. Of course, so does the other two. But honestly, I just don't see Darby Allin in that position. I just don't.
yeah, he's think he's halfway up Mount Everest or some shit right now.
I just don't think he's. They're trying to make him like Sting, but he's like half Sting size. I'm sorry. Like he's great in that underdog Rey Mysterio role, but he's not the Crow Sting 1997.
Um, fuck.
But I want Hangman Adam Page to win because I feel like his momentum got hurt. Like he had all the momentum in the world from beating Swerve in that great cage match, and then
Yeah.
they had him lose constantly to Jay White. And what the hell did that do for Jay White? Really?
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna go with I'll be like the opposing thing. I say MJF.
I'm
Like
tired of MJF. It's the same old shtick every week. He
like
does
it
something.
no, here let me explain why. Why is it every time he has a match lately, he just disappears for a while? Like, have you noticed that? He'll have a
Yeah,
feud with somebody, lose or win that feud, and get taken out, and then like we don't see him for a while, and then he comes back, and then it's rinse repeat, rinse repeat.
it's that
Like
consistent booking.
yeah,
Uh,
inconsistent booking. That's why I'm going. That's the reason going MJF because I'm like, why not? Like, why can't we just have him stay here for a while? Unless he's doing like red carpet shit for Happy Gilmore too. Like,
oh yeah, that's a anticipated movie of the year.
but like, yeah, that's why I'm going with MJF though. I'm like, I feel like he needs to like stop doing this. Stop start with him. Like he'll have a banger of a riot feud with somebody, and then he'll just be gone until he comes back up like a month later.
It's just the MG. I'm just kind of like what I was saying. MGF does the same thing every time he goes out there. He screams to the microphone. He says something edgy to get gasped out of the crowd, cheap heat, and then that's it. And yeah, that worked for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of bored with it. He's boring me. He bores me. Uh, and Hangman Adam Page really, they just turned him face again. He just got off losing to Jay White, losing the world title match at World's End. I think he needs this more right now.
Yeah. Next up, speaking of people who need chances at the championship, in a number one contenders match for the AEW World Championship, Swerve Strickland takes on Ricochet. So of course we saw Swerve Ricochet happened, but Ricochet won by low blow chicanery. And so Swerve's been basically stalking and attacking Ricochet, trying to get in their match. Ricochet's refused. But thanks to Prince Nana, he's made it interesting, in which he talked to Tony Khan, and this match will be a number one contendership match for the AEW World Title instead. But
Because
another
why
thing on the
not?
line is a coat Swerve wore for their match at for their last match they did where Ricochet won. That's the other thing for him. Prince Nana is telling this is end all be all for like winning this match, which with his relationship with Swerve. So,
Well, based on that, considering who I think is going to win the main event, I think it's going to be Swerve, and I think it's going to be so. What was the next pay per view? Dynasty.
Dynasty,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Let's have Wrestle Dynasty and Dynasty in the same year. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, Dynasty.
Um, so yeah, I can see it being Swerve Moxley at Dynasty. Um, because I don't see Edge winning, and I don't think they're gonna do Edge Ricochet. So it doesn't make sense to do Ricochet Moxley. So I think it's gonna be Swerve who wins just to end this feud.
Yeah.
Because isn't it weird?
Uh,
He never actually finished his feud with the Hurt Syndicate. He just kind of went right into his feud with Ricochet.
yeah. Swerve. Basically, yeah, I kind of sentiment same. Like Swerve's like one of their best they guys they got. And if anybody's gonna take on Moxley, as might as well be a former AEW World Champion.
Yeah, because I think
Um,
Moxley's holding it to at least Double or Nothing.
yeah. Next up for the TBS Championship, we have Mercedes
Everyone's favorite.
Moné versus Grand Slam Momo Watanabe. I call her that because of what she did at Dynasty, Wrestle Dynasty. She knocked fucking Athena's block clear off.
That was amazing. That was my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, but this stems from a previous match they've had before, a banger they've had before, outside of AEW. So it's just coming along from that, and Monet retains and just
Yeah,
uh,
as
uh
much as I would like Mo Matsudabe to win, I don't see Monet losing until probably Dynasty because they're probably gonna do Tony Storm, Monet at Double or Nothing.
mhm,
So I mean, she could drop it here, but I think she'll probably drop it at Dynasty. And this is
yeah.
so again, it just feels a little bit like filler.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely does. Next up in a match I totally didn't realize it was happening for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Hurt Syndicate will be defending against the Outrunners.
Yeah.
This sucks. This really sucks. Because if you think about it, logically it has to be the Hurt Syndicate. But you know people want Outrunners to win the tag titles at the same
Yeah,
time.
the Young Bucks pitched them to be the ones to beat them for the titles.
I feel like the only reason they chose them is their colors for the wrestling gear match the AEW Revolution color palette this year.
Yeah.
No, this is sucks. Like I loved, I think the Hearst Syndicate's fucking great. I think the Outrunners have proved that if you just focus and just build your guys up, anything is possible, and that's what we got here, and I'm loving it. But I, s- I want the Outrunners to win, but I'm going to say Hurt Syndicate retains.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, they could pull a swerve on this. Um, because honestly, I just don't see
Oh,
Lashley being a tag team guy. He
mhm.
should be going for singles titles.
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander is about to be free agent, so they could bring him in to be the tag team with Shelton Benjamin.
Hmm.
Uh, fully reformed to Hurt Syndicate slash business.
Yeah.
Uh, so they could. And I don't know because who's the Hurt Syndicate? Who's could Lashley? I guess you could go back to Lashley Swerve. Maybe have him call Swerve the match against Moxley if they do that match at Dynasty.
Hmm.
Because they never really finished that feud. They never really did. Oh, I'm kind of going with you. I want the Outrunners to win, but it's probably going to be the Syndicate.
Yeah. Hey, I wish the best. Maybe they call audible for once.
Yeah,
Next up for the International Championship, we have Konosuke Takeshita defending against Kenny Omega. So
yeah,
yeah, after their victory at AEW Grand Slam Australia, what was it? Ospreay issued a match against Fletcher in a steel cage match Revolution, while Kenny challenged Takeshita for the International Championship. Now this I believe, is their second singles bout, and
yeah. Takeshita beat him in the last match, and I remember being frustrated by that because that was the time when they were just stopping, like going, and stopping with pushing Takeshita. So they had Takeshita beat Omega essentially clean, and then they did nothing with him. So Kenny does need to get some revenge against Takeshita. Remember Takeshita went all the way to Japan, and he went into what was it, Omega's like gym or something, and just been beat up. Who did he
no,
beat?
it was Ibushi's dojo, Kota
Yeah, yeah,
Ibushi's
he
dojo.
beat. Yeah, uh,
Um,
no, Bushi. What the hell? Where is he?
Asking me, I don't fucking know. Go on. But what do you think?
I think Kenny's gonna win, and eventually he's gonna face Okada at All In and merge the belts.
Yeah, I'm going with Omega as well. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Takeshi is a fucking amazing fucking wrestler. I don't know how he does it, but every match he's in, it's like so anticipated. Like to see what he does next.
So here's the interesting thing: Kenny's considered a Triple Crown champion because he's held the world title, the world tag titles, and the world trios titles. If he wins the international titles, that make him a Grand Slam champion.
Um, well, he hasn't. Well, he has he won the? No, yeah, yeah. You would have to win the Continental Championship.
Does it? Yeah, usually a Grand Slam though involves winning four belts. Like maybe like winning any either the international, continental, or TNT title along with the Triple Crown makes you a Grand Slam.
Uh, we'll see. But of course, I think so. We're both going with Kenny Omega.
Kenny by God Omega.
Yeah. And then
By way of North Carolina.
in our penultimate match of the evening for the AEW Women's World Championship, in what they're calling the Hollywood Ending, aka a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah,
Um,
Wikipedia. Anyway.
Timeless Tony Storm defends against Mariah May. So Grand Slam Australia, Tony won the title back with a roll up, and now we're back to awesome shit.
Again.
Awesome shit
It
again.
is. I thought Mariah May's title reign was very lackluster.
Yeah, and tonight's promo she had, face-to-face promo she had with Tony Storm, she has it. They just didn't give her jack shit.
They didn't give her jack shit. Like her entire reign was just filler until she fought Tony Storm again.
Yep. I very blatantly, obviously see Tony retaining here.
Yeah, I. This is kind of like why are we doing this match again? It's obvious Tony's going to win,
Yeah,
and I think eventually we're probably going to get Tony versus Monet at Double or Nothing.
probably. Monet needs to lose some weight, aka lose a few titles. Um,
Who's all the
yeah,
time.
Tony as well. So
Mm-hmm.
next up, in our main event of the evening for the AEW World Championship, John Moxley of the Death Riders takes on Adam Copeland, aka Edge, aka I'm not calling him by his stupid name, um,
Why don't you
of
cope?
Rated
Were you
F2.
coping about it?
of rated FTR. So yeah, so Edge has made his mission of taking out every single member of the Death Riders. So like he did Pac, he did that with Claudio, he did that with was it Pac?
Yuta,
I'll get to you in a sec. Oh, did you see how he did it with Marina?
the way you worded that,
No, you know what I mean. Get your head out of the fucking gutter.
never. No, I did not.
So instead of concerto, because that's what he's doing to him, I was doing concertos on him. So instead of doing concerto on Maria Shafir, he had Willow come out and do it on her.
Okay, and you cannot say get my mind out of the gutter. This is the guy who wants to do a live sex celebration in the ring. Okay.
It's a long time ago. But anyways, and so tonight he didn't do the same thing, Yuta. He shook his hand and went, "This is how respect is." I just told him, "This is how respect is earned."
Hmm.
Like, and then he walks out of the ring. Moxley is frustrated with Yuta, and like Yuta storms off. So like, this is obviously a swerve to like Yuta's gonna interfere.
How many
Uh,
times have they done this already?
yeah. Yeah. So it is definitely, as far as we know right now, it is one truly one on one between Moxley and Edge. Um, man,
Man, you would
like
think a storyline with Moxley versus Edge would be great, but
I,
it's not.
I still like my idea. I love my idea so much. Where either of these guys enter like retains and then Christian cashes in
I would
and
love
then he
that.
becomes the most self-serving narcissistic heel champion you have ever seen.
I saved AEW. Like that
So
would be amazing. Okay. Remember? And did you ever read Marvel's Secret Invasion from the comic? That terrible TV show.
I actually did, but it's been a long time since I've
Okay,
read it.
remember at the end of the comic, they're fighting the Skrull Queen, and they think they're finally going to get her, and who gets the kill shot? Norman Osborn, and he gets all the credit. That would be the same thing. Like Christian takes the final kill shot against the Death Riders. He's like, "I saved AEW." That would be
No, I thought of
amazing.
something amazing. I thought of something amazing. Moxie retains and he's celebrating. He's probably selling Yuta. FTR come out, beat down both men, concerto both, and then Christian comes into the ring. Edge doesn't stop him. He just leaves and gets out of the ring.
That would look honestly, that would be an amazing ending.
But I
Christian,
don't think I don't think it's gonna
I
happen.
don't
But
think it's going to happen.
no, I don't think it's
I
that.
think
But
Christian has proven he deserves a world title run. He revived the TNT title from obscurity. Like he made that
because
title mean something again.
I can see like the was it the patriarchy on one side, a few of them patriarchy on one side, and like rated FTR on the other, and Edge holds back FTR, and then they just all leave. You go, and the Edge goes, and they all leave. All members of FTR leave.
I have to take out the Death Riders. I guess the patriarchy can deal with that.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
cause they don't have to, cause like the only one left from standing is Yuta, so they can
yeah,
easily take out Yuta with no problem, cause Yuta's a little bitch. You know what's
that would,
funny? They called it a Busaiko he did on Edge tonight, but it clearly was a fucking Claymore.
and that would be funny because then it'd be Christian versus Swerve at Dynasty in a reverse of roles.
Dude,
Oh
I think
man,
I
that would
say
be to me the Death Rider storyline isn't going anywhere, and this would be a good way to save it. Just move on to Christian.
yeah, I say my Moxley retains. I don't know, but I'm a question mark. I'm still a question mark if Christian catches in.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know what the plan with Moxley is. If Moxley does keep title for a while, I assume he's going to hold to at least Double or Nothing, and then lose it to whoever babyface they want to elevate, whether that be
Mm.
Darby Allin or somebody else. But honestly, the whole Christian coming in and stealing the glory, that would be amazing.
So I have to
Which means
ask
they
you.
won't do it.
Yeah. I have to ask you the difficult question. What do you
Hmm.
think is going to be the best match of the event?
Oh,
I can already tell you it's probably between three.
You got Kenny by God Omega on the show. I gotta go with him, Omega Takeshita.
God, God damn it. Osprey Fletcher has so much potential too.
And it's in a steel cage, but man, it's Kenny Omega.
I'm gonna go
And I
with
know it's Will Ospreay, but man,
I'm gonna go with Osprey Fletcher 3. I think, dude, remember the last steel cage match we all absolutely fucking loved? It was Swerve Hangman.
mm-hmm.
Like, dude, like I'm sorry that like steel cage matches always know how to slap when it comes in AEW. They just know how to do a really good steel cage match. Like I just I'm gonna go with Fletcher Osprey 3.
Wonder what?
Stick with your Kenny Takeshita one. We can be
No, I will. I will. I'm just curious. I wonder how easy it is to lift that cage. I wonder where on the card they're going to put it. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were making a pun joke on Christian Cage's name.
nah.
Anyways, that's gonna do it, folks, for our predictions for AEW Revolution 2025 LA edition. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some City of Angels style wrestling, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. What are your thoughts and predictions on Revolution 2025? What do you think is going to be the best match of the night? What do you think is going to be the best moments? Are there going to be any surprise returns, reveals, debuts? Like, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you have our predictions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. Now, of course, Nick, aside from this channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet?
Well, you can find me over on the socials. You can check me out on Instagram, on Facebook, and on XX, formerly known as Twitter, baby.
Yes, and you can check out our pal Mo Brothers on the socials at Afro Mo Bro. And of course, you can check out our previous AEW pay-per-view reactions right here on our channel with our AEW reactions to World's End, as well. Oh, our post-show review of AEW World's End, because Mo, and my brother were there live. God damn, it's been a while since we've done a full. Check out our reactions to what was the November AEW Full Gear. That
Full
was our
gear.
last full ass AEW pay-per-view. Check out our reactions to Full Year 2025,
Yeah.
2024. And then you can check out our reactions to last year's Revolution right here on the channel. And
Mhm.
you can check out our last AEW affiliated pay-per-view event when we did a post-show review on Wrestle Dynasty. So until next time, no, I'm Kristen.
I'm Nick Slade.
And it has been a very revolution-filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. We will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.